Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we're going to be making Raven and Billy Kidman from WCW. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I'm making Raven and Billy Kidman, and as you can see, this Billy Kidman was a custom before, and for the most part, not going to have a lot to do with him. I am going to repaint the shoes just so that they're not the glossy black. I had already kind of painted like some socks for him, and Billy Kidman did typically wear just like work boots, work kind of boots. So he shouldn't have like the low tennis shoes here, but formula wise, I wanted to go with this. A lot of really good Raven customs. I think CMW Toys has made a ton, and he will do the Cena calves, but he will cut them off and then glue the boots to the calf in the right area, and it looks amazing. I would just rather have the articulation and sacrifice some of that just the perfect detail, not detail, accuracy, that's what I was going for. So with Billy Kidman and both with Raven here, when I look up reference pictures for Raven, like I think of him in the boots, like the shorter boots, but there were also plenty of pictures I found where he just had the like normal wrestling boots. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I have some, I did put some Usos knees on him, and then I was just like kind of messing around with an idea, and I took some tape, a very thin piece of tape, and kind of put that on his calves, like his socks that he'd wear. So I think I'm going to repaint the calves so that they match his skin tone, and then I'll probably put in a little slimmer piece of tape, or I'll take this tape and kind of like push it, like bunch it up so it looks like a sock. With him, I did take the boot, like I put some boots on him instead of the normal wrestling boots. I put the like shield boots on him. They're obviously both on John Cena crotch pieces. Actually, this one I think is a Dean Ambrose crotch piece because that's the Dean Ambrose torso. You can see like there's the studs in the belt. But then we've got to paint the head sculpts as well. So we've got the skin tones on there, but got to do the hair. And I'm really excited to do Raven's hair just because there's so much detail with all the curls and everything. His facial hair. The Billy Kidman, like the first time I looked at it, I didn't think it was a good likeness. And then I looked up I saw a specific picture of Billy Kidman dressed like this with a cruiserweight belt, and it is spot on. So I'm excited to paint both of these. I've got a t-shirt for Raven that I'll put on him at the end, but I wanted to add Raven to the collection for a while. So having these two WCW guys are honestly feel like big holes to fill on my shelf. So let's go. Okay, so with Billy Kidman here, you're gonna do the black on the hair, and then at the very end, I'll do a little dry brush over it with like a dark brown to just give it a little bit more texture than the flat matte black. But then I'll also, for the eyebrows, those will be black. I'll use a Micron pen and just kind of scribble those in there. It makes it pretty easy. For Raven, I'm just gonna get the black on the boots, and then I'll come back to that, touch up anything I need to, and I will repaint the shorts a little bit. I'll get to that. For his hair color, I'm gonna use my I use Terror or Light Mocha, I think. I slip in my mind. I think it's Light Mocha is kind of what I use for like a brownish blonde, like a dirty blonde. But it was a little light, so I'm going to come back with the Territorial Beige color that I used, the Apple Barrel, and use that for the darker part of his hair, and then I'll dry brush a lighter color. So I didn't hate this hair color, just wasn't quite dark enough. For facial hair, it's a little different. I don't mind, but you can see with a few layers here, and then like I chose a darker color. I just like this a lot better. Skin tone, all I had to paint was the calves there. And then I am going to sand the jeans a little bit to kind of give them a rough texture. And then we just got to get the cloth goods and everything back on. And there's some dry brushing. All right, here are Raven and Billy Kidman, and these felt pretty simple to to get done. I really didn't have to do a ton besides painting the head sculpts, but with both of those, I did do their base color and then a dry brush. So with Raven, I did the darker brown and then came over it with a lighter blonde. And then the Billy Kidman, I used the dark brown that I have, so you can kind of see it with the Billy Kidman here. Maybe if you look at the top there, you can see the brown over it, and I think that just makes the the black hair look better because it just gives it more texture than just the flat color. With Raven here, I put the tape around just above the boots and kind of rolled it down a little bit. I think that looks pretty good as far as having that sock kind of look for him. And the jean shorts, you can see, are dry brushed, and I thought I had a time lapse of me doing that, but apparently I didn't once I started editing. So there is the end result of the dry brushing there, and then you can see the sanding I did a little bit on the end of the shorts. Found accessories for him, so I had the shirt already, and I went through my bin, found the flannel to put around his waist, which I had to just slide it over the jean shorts, so it's not really removable. Threadhead has some flannel shirts that Velcro that you can put around wrestler's waist, so I might grab a couple of those for him and Conan. And then the leather jacket is not my first choice, but it's not bulky, so it fits on fine with the t-shirt and his head sculpt, and it's the X-Pac Legends leather jacket, so it works for me. Really, I've needed to add Raven to the collection for a long time, and he's gonna just kind of go between that WCW, ECW shelf, even though his look is a fraction different as far as just the shirt and his hair a little bit. But again, really happy. I'm happy with how both of these turned out today. I needed to do Kidman for a while, just get it back around to him, but there's always going to be more. I've got more WCW, ECW, a lot of guys I'd like to continue adding to the collection. Still, as of recording this, I have not pre-ordered the Dudley Boys 2-packs, but those should be pretty soon, or should happen. As of recording, it should happen pretty soon. Anyway, moving on. If you made it all the way to the video, you sat here through all of my blabbing, I appreciate it. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.